Hey guys, I'm Sarah, and today I'm gonna tell some childhood stories. So this story starts when I was about 7, and I have one older brother who is 5 years older than me, and he set off some underwater fireworks with his friends in their pool, and they said, oh yeah, you can take these home and do them in the bathtub or whatever. So he did that, and he brought the underwater fireworks home and thought, oh, I can just put them in the sink. That's a good idea, right? Not right. So he brought me in the bathroom and he decided to set off this firework, and then something went wrong. Well, the firework exploded like it was supposed to, except it was in a sink. So the sink exploded also. I jump into the bathtub and scream at the top of my lungs, and then we just stand there and stare at the giant hole in the sink. So naturally, my brother ran to my parents' room where he told them, hey, I blew up the sink. And they were like, oh, you didn't really blow up the sink. Yeah, he blew up the sink. And they tested it, and you could put a dinner plate through the hole in the sink. That's how big it was. The end. So in this story, I'm like 9, and I was over at my friend's house, and we decided we would go longboarding on her brother's longboard. Yeah, great idea, child Sarah, because you have such a good record with everything athletic. Her street is a giant downward hill, so we decided we would start at the top and ride down. So she was riding the bicycle, and I was on the longboard because there was only one, and we had rotated. So I was going down, and I was doing just fine, but we were getting about halfway down the hill, and I was really, really afraid. So I screamed to my friend, what will happen if I jump off? And she replies, you'll fly forward because you don't know how fast you're going. And of course I followed her directions impeccably and jumped off the longboard. This was followed by me rolling and rolling and rolling down the concrete hill, and resulted in a lot of cuts and bruises, my friend. The end. I'm still about in the 8-year-old age range, and I was having a garage sale for my grandma in Georgia. It was going great, and this old man, like really old, comes up to me and he says, honey, do you like to smile? And being the giggly 8-year-old that I was, I said, yes. And he replied, well, you and I live in the state of Georgia. Note, I do not live in the state of Georgia. And in the state of Georgia, it's illegal to bury someone with their eyes open and smiling. Then he walked away. Yeah. The end. The same friend that I went longboarding with and I used to go on adventures in the woods all the time, and it was tons of fun. And we had to go down this sort of alley type thing where there was like a gutter and houses were on one side of it. That's probably a horrible description. So we're going down this pathway into the woods, having lots of fun, and this old man leans over his fence and says, hey girls, would you like some oranges? This old man didn't have a southern accent. I'm just still in the same accent that I was in for the last story. So we were like, oh no, we don't need any oranges. Thanks though, we're leaving. And he proceeded to get a ladder that he would put on the other side of the fence for us to climb up the ladder, come into his yard, and get the oranges. We kept telling him we didn't want them, but he was very persistent about these oranges. So we left my friend's sister on that side of the fence, and my friend and I climbed up the ladder and into his yard. And he just gave us oranges. Not that I wanted this to be a rape story, but I mean, what kind of old man just asks these 3 little girls that they want oranges and gets them to climb over his fence into his yard and just gives them oranges? We returned to her house where her mom made us throw the oranges away. Good call. So those were 4 stories from my childhood. I hope you like them. If you're interested in hearing some more, leave a comment down there and let me know, and I will definitely make more because this is really fun to recollect my childhood. Thanks for watching, bye!
Comment, rate, subscribe, but you don't have to if you don't want to.